Diamond turns, there are no closing steps for either party. Okay? When you do a diamond turn, it's all passing steps. Forward, side, back. Do not close feet. Ladies, you should feel a crossing of your thighs as you're stepping forward. Then he's going back, side, forward, and again, crossing of the thighs because you're in banjo. Your upper body is shaped to your partner. Then we're going to do forward, side, back, and finish it back, side, forward to banjo, diagonal center, unless it's a modified ending. Let's try that. Make sure the last step is back for the man. He stepped back on that last step, and we're still in a nice, good, closed position, tight. Not out here, in here. Back and chasse to banjo. Generally, there is a turn involved to get to banjo. It makes it a whole lot easier. So when you step back and chasse to get to banjo position, it's a whole lot easier if you turn that little tiny quarter turn than the man backing up and trying to get her to get over here. This is what I'm seeing, guys just backing up and trying to get her to get over to banjo position or sidecar position or something. You make it easy on yourself. Go the shortest distance between 2 points. So we've got a lead foot free. We do our spin over turn. We've got a lead foot free. Spin over turn. Back and chasse to banjo. Easy chasse. Only a little quarter turn. Sometimes the back and turn chasse, the turn is cute, but sometimes it isn't. I try to put it in sometimes, but I don't all the time because there's a lot of cuers out there that don't tell you that there's turn.
Is the chasse for the guy or is the woman chassing?
Both. Because she's doing forward and then she does a side close, there's your chasse, and step to banjo. Okay, we do a back whisk. Normally you will be in a banjo position to start a back whisk, usually, not always. He's going to step back, ladies are stepping forward, lead foot. He's going to step back and side, so he's turning his body a little bit to the side so that that'll turn the ladies, and then he's going to cross in back and the ladies cross in back also. So you go into a whisk line at the end of it, but he's backing up to get into that whisk. That's why it's cute as a back whisk. So back whisk, 1, 2, 3. And we end with a trailing foot free. Okay, so let's try that at the end of that. Okay.
So you're facing line of dance at the end?
Well, the girls are diagonal line and center, yeah, but basically line of dance. Yeah, they're doing
How are you doing the
outside swivels. What? You need a wing. Wing. The wing after it. So we do our back whisk. 1, 2, 3. And then wing is 1, 2, 3. So he takes one step and rotates to face diagonal line and center, and the ladies take their 3 walking steps forward, keeping your head left. Paul, keep your head left, not down. Thank you. Telemark to semi. When the heads are down like this, it's kind of hard to dance. Outside change. The men are backing up. He's turning left face, and he's backing up to whatever the position is, outside change to banjo or outside change to semi, lead foot. So he's gonna back up here, he's gonna back up here, and you notice we're in closed position at that point in time. The third step is gonna decide whether we go to banjo or if we go to semi. But you're in closed position on the first step. You're in closed position as he's turning, and I'm going right along with him. And then the third step is going to take us to our position, banjo.
What move is that?
Pardon?
What was that move called?
Outside change. Outside change to banjo or outside change to semi, depending. If you happen to be dancing and somebody just cues outside change, default position is banjo. Okay. It's like a weave. Default position is banjo. If there's no position given, just figure it's banjo. Okay? All right, so let's try it. You go to banjo, outside change. Lead foot. Puts the man on the inside, ladies on the outside. Forward for him, back for her. Ladies, devil okay. And then the outside swivel is one step for both people. He goes back, and the ladies go forward and swivel to semi-closed. Okay, let's try to do a promenade sway. It actually includes to your promenade position. If you have a trailing foot free, normally it'll be through to a promenade sway. So you are taking a through preparatory step and the side step to the promenade sway.
Well, the promenade sway, we're looking around the light.
Yep, but keep your head up. Yeah.
So promenade is kind of a.
Promenade is semi-closed position. We're just doing 2 forward 2 steps or a forward waltz in semi. This is semi. Promenade is the same thing, but just a little, this is a promenade sway, which means you're pushing your bodies out away from partners just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like if you're at a parade and there's a great big telephone pole in front of you. You're trying to peek around it. If we were doing a corte, side corte, we would be down here like this, and our faces would be pointed away like this. When you do an oversway, you kind of end up in that type of almost that type of a position, except it's more of a closed position and more of a body rotation to get into it. So when we do an oversway, if we were to just take a step to an oversway, he would take that side step and he would bring me in front of him. And the ladies are doing a little bit more of an extreme stretch and their heads left. And that's your oversway. So if we do a promenade sway and change to an oversway, would you put me in front of you, please? That hurt?
I'm trying.
Does it hurt?
Well, everything hurts. Just keep going.
All right, promenade sway, and change your sway. You've got to rotate her, fellas, and bring her in front of you, and his head should be left, and the girl's head is left. Okay, so let's fast track with him so that I am now facing him in a closed position. We've rotated, but I'm in a closed position. And then he takes me with a little bit of a relaxing of the arm here. We push away just a little bit. So that's your over sway. But it's basically a closed position. Okay?
Left side, men have a stretch on their right side.
When you change to the over sway, you're changing that stretch,
But you don't change feet,
but you don't change feet.
you're still facing the wall.
But we changed it now. Now his left side is stretched and my right side is stretched. So you're changing from this way to this way, but in closed position from someone foot or their left foot, turning left face and walking in front with their left foot. The person with the right foot free is going to be doing backside close, allowing that other person to get on the other side. So it's a trade places move. So when you do your Viennese turn, it's 1, 2, 3. So she steps back, she turns almost in place and closes her feet on that first measure. And then he's going to repeat that as he does the second measure. He's going to do that back turn in place and close as the ladies do forward, turn, lock. So your Viennese turn, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Banjo for the man, 3/4, just like a telemark to semi. The difference is that the ladies are also turning a 3/4 turn because you're going to banjo. So when you do a telemark to semi, he's doing forward, coming around, and stepping out to semi-diagonal liner wall. So it's only a 1/4 turn for the ladies, but a 3/4 turn for him. But when we go to banjo, it's a 3/4 turn for each of you. He's still going to end up facing diagonal line and wall. But in banjo, because the ladies are going to continue on around to get to that banjo position. Really in the book, so to speak, but it's in a lot of cue sheets. Meaning, you're going to be in closed position, and you're going to stay in closed position, and the men are doing a forward hover. Lead foot. So he's gonna go forward, forward rise, recover back. Just stay in closed position throughout the whole thing. And that's closed hover.
It's not even,
No.
okay.
It's one of those things that is being used in a lot of dances and it really hasn't been defined, so to speak. So closed hover, forward, forward rise, and fall over. Let's try that one more time. That was my weak foot too. Forward, forward rise, recover back. And that forward rise is what makes it the hover. And then we're